We have the red dwarven player, Ave on the left, versus the blue goblin player, Smoky, on the other side. I mean, that's a matchup between good and evil. First of all, I like this El Clasico matchups a lot, and I believe this can be a very snowball effect matchup for both the players. You know, in a one-on-one situation, obviously Dwarven Guardians are just much stronger, but I believe if the Dwarven player Ave manages to get a couple of Guardians to this area with the Rallying Cold buff, he might be able to deal devastating amount of damage. And the tutorial videos got removed by YouTube, not deleted by me. They got removed by YouTube because it's obviously, you know, maybe like a tool which gives the people the chance to download those games for free, and YouTube, I mean, some people went around and reported them. You don't believe it, guys. I have actually many haters. You know, I have many people. I mean, just like recently, there are people coming to my Discord server just so they can copy my messages and share it in other Discord servers. And they are haters, but you know, that's like a hate-love relationship. They don't like me, but they want to be around me all the time. Very weird guys in the world, I need to say, which is kind of, you know, unfortunate. I can't understand that. 3 Tanners in Spider Pit. I don't even know why people bother with you know, people who they don't like. Why would you want to be in a Discord from somebody who you don't like? You know what I'm saying? Like, how boring is your life? And you have to do that. 2 mineshafts and archer range into the 3rd mineshaft. And we have a spider pit opening into the spiderlings into the goblin cave number 1. So we might see more goblin caves later on. We will see how Mr. Smock is gonna, you know, play this off. Smoky against Ave, two of the best players of the game, definitely. They've been performing extremely well in the past years. And Smoky, as you guys know, was also able to win the World Championship twice in a row, 2019 and 2020. But now we are in 2022. It's a different story. Oh, Extrovers against Spiderlings. Cave Bats to debuff them, and I think the Spiderlings, they should be coming ahead with the whole ground stance. They are also a bit tankier. Remember the Cave Bats making them lose damage, so they take basically much less damage now. You know, you take 25% from the Cave Bats, and then whole ground stance make you also more resistant. So long story short, you can be quite beefy, but in a 2v1 situation, you don't stand a chance. Okay, in the meantime, all of Warriors. Mr. Balin, welcome. How can people hate you? They believe, for whatever reason, that I'm a guy full of ego, you know, that I would assume that I'm in the middle and in the center of the BFME world. And, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe I sound like an ego guy, but I'm actually not. But it's so easy nowadays, you know, like there are always internet gangsters. They know they can't hurt you in real life. So what they, you know, like, they're losers, betas, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you talk about somebody all the time, then you are nobody, you know? Like, I just can't, I have zero respect for people like this. And no, Smoky is actually from Ukraine. Yes. Ivan, welcome, glad to see you around, appreciate it. Okay, he's creeping at the bottom right side, that's good. We have you know, Goblin Cave number 2 now for the Goblin player. After the first couple of minutes into the game, we can see that Dwarves have 450 command points collected so far, 2 power points after the Rallying Call, and Smoky was also able to get the money, which is pretty good. On the other side, Ave, you know, pushing now with 1 pikeman and 2 extrovers and 1 guardian, and his buff is awaitable, while the debuff from Smoky is still on cooldown. It means this attack might actually be quite efficient, because look at that. We have in total 3 extrovers, 1 pikeman to keep them protected, and 1 guardian. The good thing about the extrovers is that they are also dealing a lot of damage to the building. So, you know, with the buff of the Rallying Call and the fact that debuff is not available, they might be able to achieve a lot with this push. Just let it go. Yeah, you know, I can, dude. That's okay. You know, when somebody doesn't like me, I can understand that. It's okay. Not everybody has to like me. The thing is, what I don't understand is why you want to be around somebody and you don't like him. There are so many weird people in the world. They would follow, unfollow my Twitch channel all the time. And you know, weird guys. Oh, lots of goblins surrounding, but the tunnel number 2 has been taken down. And you know, not to mention is the fact that my voice, not to mention is the fact that goblins are not able to deal any damage to dwarves. So dwarves are untouched, and it's a very snowball faction, right? So when you get a lead, it's over. Farad, glad to see you around. People always gonna hit. Okay, I mean, again, you guys don't understand my point of view. I mean, people can hit me. I can live with that. I'm a grown-ass man, you know? I'm not gonna cry about somebody doesn't like me. I'm just like, I just can't think about a you know, justification, like about a reason or any motive to be around somebody who you don't like. You know, why would you play a different person? Be kind to me, come to my streams, you know, talk in my chat, but then behind my back you actually act like a dickhead, you know? Oh my goodness, look at the minimap, boys. 750 command points versus 350. Smoky is surrounded. But again, remember, in the game number 2, we're gonna have the same matchup, but the other way around. So in the game number 2, we're gonna find out if this is actually about the matchup or if it's about the player. B and Rius, thanks for subbing for the first time to the channel. Really means a lot. Appreciate it.
B_and_Ruse just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Who are you talking about? I don't want to say his name, you know? Like, you won't even recognize him. It's like a nobody, you know what I'm saying? Not an important person at all. But a guy who is just correct, you know? The worst thing is that he's trying to create, you know, discussion between me and other communities, right? So there are, like, as you guys know, multiple different platforms in the BFME scene. Basically mods that are like Age of the Ring, Rain mod, and this and that. And that's the worst thing. So what this guy would do is when I type something in my Discord, right, anything, out of context, he would copy my message and place it in other Discord servers. So he can, you know, crush my reputation, like impression, make like a bad impression of me. Very weirdos. Okay? I mean, he's kinda holding himself, but look at the minimap, boys, you see? Mineshaft, 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 like he's everywhere. Hobbits are incoming. Just like in the films, the hobbits are gonna bring the victory to the good side. Yeah, people have to love to be around just to hurt you, don't understand. Yeah, that's exactly. Like, I don't understand why people are already investing their time into humans, into people they don't like. I mean, the one thing which is limited in the world, which you can't earn at all, is time. So instead of investing your time into people you don't like, invest it into something you like, you know? Do something with your life. I'm feeling bad for these kind of people because they don't realize what they are actually doing. And the worst part is they are not children, you know? They are not people who are 15 years old. They are grown-ass people, you know? Big push, and I think that's gonna be the game-ending moment.
You have my soul.
Frederick, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Really means a lot. And GG well played. Smoky has been defeated without calling it. And look at the minimap, dude. Ave was popping off this game or what? Okay, here we go. We have the blue dwarven player Mr. Smog versus the red goblin player Ave Harry. The same matchup, but the other way around. Jealousy of your ability to jump right like a diamond and also hit like a truck, I guess. yes. Maybe that's what it is, you know? To Mineshaft. Remember last game when Smoky was playing the Goblin faction, he was opening with a Spider Pit. The Spider Pit, I believe, is okay, but I guess when the best counter what dwarves can do is actually the archer range. Like the extroverts, I believe, are actually very strong in this matchup because they have like a, you know, like a range. They can kill goblins in no time, and if you can protect them with like a strong front line, guardians or pikemen, it's very hard for the opponent faction, the goblins, to reach out to those extroverts behind. And unlike archers, once again, they're also able to deal insane amount of damage to the building, so you can not ignore them. But Smoky is going for more like a traditional opening to Mineshaft's Hall of Warriors, and the second builder is moving to the bottom side. So That's gonna be a mineshaft around this area. I'm assuming you wanna creep this layer at the bottom right. Yeah. Goblin Cave into the second Goblin Cave. That's gonna be the opening from Have. And we will have actually a very early archer range. Big boy glue for 6 months, my dudes. Thank you so much for the huge support to the channel for 6 months already, half a year. Means a lot.
Bike Boy Glue just resubscribed for 6 months. Ahoy. Yay BFME stream time.
Thank you,
Howdy,
thank you.
Shanks.
Howdy, welcome my friend. And Ash, yes, go for the first time subbing with the primers. Thank you so much, Ash, appreciate it. Really means a lot.
Ash HCSGO just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards crew.
Welcome. Really means a lot. Thank you. Oh. Okay, he was able to get one part of the money. That's good for Avi. And we will have now Guardians and Extrovers. Okay, what's the plan? The plan, I believe, 3 Goblin Caves. And that's the Goblin playstyle I like the most, personally. Because Goblins, for me, always have been like a spammy faction, you know, build like 3, 4, 5 Goblin Caves in total and spam Goblins from the beginning of the game until you lose or until you win. Oh, but I think this mineshaft is going to be taken down. Look at the placement though. You see this stone behind the mineshaft? It's actually doing a phenomenal job for Smoky to defend this. He might be even able to save this. But these 2 clumped Goblins, one of them, okay, never mind. Close, but not close enough. And now we might see a big push. Warchan available for Ave and Rallying Call available for Smoky. His Guardians here are going to be taken down. There is going to be another mineshaft coming up now for Dwarves. And later on we might also need to see some Battle Wagon action. Okay, creeping. Nothing else is happening actually on the map. I'm actually curious why they are not expanding around the top side. I mean, Ave has a builder at the top side. There's also Goblin Archers up on the field. And what is the plan? 450 command points versus 350 command points. The Goblins are actually leading in this game. Tunnel has been taken down. There is a tunnel coming up for Goblins. So, you know, you see that there is like a huge difference between this game and the previous game. Like in this game, Goblins have a solid chance of winning. So it all depends on the defense. If he can defend this area, I think he can do something. Okay, I mean, he's demolishing everything just to make sure that he's not giving any power points or experience points to his opponent. The good thing is that Avi is expanding offensively too. Like, Smoky doesn't use macro in this game for whatever reason. Like, he's not expanding or scouting as much as he definitely should. I think he wanna overcommit. And I think that's one of the mistakes Dwarves are making all the time, you know? They kinda focus on winning ASCP, which can backfire and then you lose right off the bat. You understand? Like, basically, like, they have like one plan and there is not a backup plan. Like, he's fully committing now at the bottom side. You see, he has like a builder here. He's gonna keep building stuff all the time. But if Goblins ever gonna be able to push him back, he has a, you know, Avi will have a great chance of winning this game. Like, fully focused. Lots of Goblin Archers actually behind, dealing a lot of damage to the front line. The good thing for Smoky is he will be able to bring more and more reinforcement. But the good thing for Avi is that he is actually expanding everywhere. So he has a lot of command points and also a great amount of resource income. But again, at the end of the day, the Goblins are still only Goblins, right? And you need something stronger than that. Maybe Spiderlings, maybe Spider Riders, maybe Half-Pro Swordmen. Maybe heroes like Izok or God Kill the Goblin King. Oh, look at that. Balindru found his soulmate, you know, also CSGO player. Okay. Oh, D-Mac is in the chat. D-Mac, welcome. Glad to see you around. Look, that's what I'm talking about. You see, he was able to defend with the Tainted Land. Now he has the chance to destroy this. And in the meantime, take a look into the minimap. You see what I mean? Like, you see, like, there is a tunnel, like, he's expanding everywhere, right? He has even a fissure being up at the top side. So he will definitely be able to recruit some stronger units now, which is very good. 600 command points for Avi and 500 command points for Dwarves. And now, finally, the Forge Works is being built up. But again, Dwarves, how can I say? I mean, it's like a tough matchup though. Dwarves against Goblins is a tricky matchup because they are not very strong in late game, both of them not. And this matchup requires much more macro than micro in my opinion. Try patch 2.22 for BFME 1, yes sir. Okay, huge attack. The Mine Shot is going to be taken down. Smoky is falling apart, guys. Falling apart. Like, he's being pushed back from every single area. That's what the command points difference looks like. 650 versus 500. That's 150 command point differential. That's a lot. He's creeping. At least, that's good. And no heroes. That's the one thing I genuinely dislike about Rise of the Witch King. That's almost in no game heroes are involved. You know? Like, I believe the best part of RTS game, like BFME games, which are Lord of the Rings based, are actually heroes. And I mean, maybe it's only me, but I would genuinely like to see more heroes than we actually do. I mean, I'm not talking about this game specifically. I'm talking about the game specifically. I've been doing this now for 3 years, right? I've been hosting tournaments since 2018. They're almost 4 years now. And I can tell you, like, maybe in 1 out of 5 games we will see a hero. And the hero is going to be eventually a, you know, Gloin or Azog. But that's it, you know. Every 20 game, we might be able to see the, you know, the Shelob. Every 30 game, we might be able to see Gorkil the Goblin King. Okay. Hey Esther, welcome. Glad to see you around. My day was not very good today, to be honest with you. I mean, I was tilted from many reasons, including playing League of Legends. Dude, this game, I don't know. Like, League of Legends is one of these games which drives me crazy, you know what I'm saying? I don't tilt that fast normally, that easily, but this game makes me tilt. Beautiful trampoline coming. Oh, big push, big attack. So Warchant and Rolling Code. Extroverts behind, but half draw sword and are beefy. Keep bats will be giving the advantage to the Goblin player, but he can't move. Like, he can't move at all. He's body blocked from this area, and extroverts are dealing constant damage over time. The Battle Wagon is gonna get a beautiful trample off on the Goblin archers. The splash damage while the trample is actually hitting like a truck. And I believe, oh, that's gonna be still close, right? I'm leads? No. Esther is never lead, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Okay, the tunnel is going to be taken down. We will be able to see more reinforcement. But again, in the meantime, take a look into the minimap, guys. You see Ave expanding extremely well. Multiple tunnels at the bottom side, multiple tunnels at the top side. And he's even putting pressure from the middle area. And Smoky, his major mistake, is the focus of one single pathway exclusively. At the beginning of the game, he was focusing through the bottom side, and now through the middle. But again, that doesn't mean it's good, you know, it's actually horrible, because as we are talking, 875 command points available for Ave. 875, and he has 10 power points in the bank, which can be invested into the Weapon of Dungeon Special Summon, which you can use definitely for defense or for offense. I tried once and uninstalled it a few hours later. The best decision of your life. It's a horrible game. I mean, the good thing, I mean, the only thing that I like about League of Legends is there is no lag, no delay, you know? And also, whenever you want, you can easily get a game because there are just too many people playing it. Oh my goodness, Corsairs. Talking about Corsairs, guys. Can you guys imagine a Pirates of the Caribbean movie without Johnny Depp? And by the way, Johnny Depp won. I mean, I was so happy actually about that, to be honest. And because of, Amber Heard, I will not watch Aquaman anymore. She's so cringe, dude. Unbelievable. Okay. Oh, that's gonna be close. The fire on the ground, maybe? I don't know. Oh, but look at that. Battle Organ has been taken down. Power points are rising to the sky. We have Dwarven Riches available for Smoky, but he's down to 450 command points versus 1000 for Avi. More than double the command points than his opponent, which is a huge lead. And again, he played it as good as he potentially could, right? He was, using the momentum, expanding everywhere. And the one mistake Smoky did, he was not scouting at all. Like, he was not punishing those offensive tunnels. Because they have like zero protection, right? You can actually take them down in a few seconds, but he didn't. And for that reason, Avi was getting richer and richer and richer. He has even a Goblin Cave level 2, all of them, for 25%, 10% faster build speed. And also, it gets double the HP. So from 1000 HP up to 3000 HP, which makes the buildings generally way tankier. And also very cheap, by the way, guys. Only 100, right? Yeah, only 100 I believe you need to invest, and then 200 afterwards for them to get level 3. Very underrated, but I think if you do that, they can shoot, right? First of all, they can shoot, they also will have like 4500 HP, which is pretty beefy in compared to a building with only 1500 HP. And the full commitment now, and Avi, dude, hitting like a truck. Hey Nicky Bear, glad to see you around. Justice for Johnny Depp, yes sir. I restarted the campaign in the BFME patch 2.2, the medium difficulty. It's kinda easy. When I finish, I will do it in hard difficulty. I mean, glad to, like, again, our goal was not to make it impossible, but to make it a bit more challenging. Again, Balindro did all the scoring stuff, and that was his own and first project. It's not like Balindro has lots of experience in coding or scripting yet, but as he's doing it, he's developing more and more knowledge. And maybe the hard campaign for the evil faction can be even a bit better. Who knows? We need to build a wall, and we need to build the wall quickly. Is that a bingo card? No, I wish. Then I would have eventually more phrases to use, Game over. GG, well played. You have the red Mordor player, a Gondor player, Avi versus the blue Isengard player, Mr. Smog. In Too Fun, another 5 gifted subs. Holy quack, what's going on, Too Fun? Man, thank you very much, really means a lot.
5 subs. What a pirate.
Thank you, 10 gifted subs once again, my dude. You are the GOAT.
I will represent the men of Gondor.
Lark1, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Yeah, I think Angmar against Goblins is definitely the worst matchup in this meta. And to be honest, in almost every single bad matchup, and Lark after the follow with the Primus for the first time subbing to the channel. Lark, thank you so much, appreciate it, really means a lot.
Lark1 just subscribed. Welcome to Beyond Standards.
I mean, what a guy, dude. Following the channel right now, and then right after, subbing to the channel for the first time. Thank you so much, Lark, appreciate it. In Too Fun, another gifted sub to Lord of Nazgul Witch King, because he was complaining that he didn't get a gifted sub yet. Thank you very much, dude. 182 gifted subs to the channel. Thank you. Means a lot.
Two Funds 1907 gifted Lord of Nazgul Witch King a subscription. What a monster. Two Funds 1907 gifted a tier 1 sub to Lord of Nazgul Witch King. They have given 182 gift subs in the channel.
It's so funny when she's saying Lord of Nazgul Witch King. Lord of Nazgul Witch King, it's so funny. Couple of matchups are really bad. And one of them is definitely Angmar against Goblins, but I think also Goblins against Mordor is tough for the Goblin faction, and also against Elves, it's tough for the Goblin faction. Smoke rises. I'm not gonna read this. Okay, we have the Pikeman moving on, In the meantime, Isengard opening with Uruk Pit. He has also Pikeman up on the field. He's gonna creep. I mean, this map actually brings so many memories to me. I think when I was playing BFME 1 actively back in the day before they shut down the servers, I was playing so many games on this map, guys. It was kind of unbelievable, you know? Like, you know, the good old times with the quick match, you could just, you know, click on one button, find a match, and the golem was looking for hobbitses. There was like a perfect time. Unfortunately, EA Games kind of decided very fast that they don't want to continue with the server sport. And I think that's one of the main reasons why the game actually, you know, got close to be dead. But as Aragon would like to say, there is always hope. Okay, great push. Ryling Cole, he was able to destroy one of the furnaces. Very good. Smoky is 2-0 behind. So that's the last chance of the player from Ukraine to turn this series around. If he loses that one, he will be going down to Mordor. Because it's a single elimination tournament. You have not a second chance. Unlike in all the other tournaments we have been hosting so far. I'm a person, I genuinely believe that it's better to have like a double elimination tournament because, you know, you might be playing in one day in which you don't feel very comfortable, you don't feel very good, and you lose. Everybody should deserve a second chance, but in order to get this tournament done quickly or faster, I think single elimination was the right call. Never seen you playing a 4v4 Rise of the Witch King. I'm not into this 4v4s, to be honest. Okay. We have a furnace coming up here. We have Crossbowman, Uruk Pikeman in the Porcupine formation, just chilling, you know, defending. And man, I mean, Ave is on fire. Like, if Ave can play like this, in the finals, it might be Maru or Sauron. I mean, as you guys know, Sauron was able to win the last tournament against Ave in the finals, which was a phenomenal best of 9 series actually. It's also on the YouTube channel. Again, those three people, those three guys, you know, Smoky, Sauron, and Ave, they are definitely next level players. Okay. Beautiful. Gondorites. You are the Knights of Gondor. Whatever comes out of the gate, hold your ground. 500 command points versus 3... I mean, what is happening to Smoky, guys? Is this guy win trading? You know, is he actually throwing or intentionally defeating? I don't know. Maybe he's just rusty, you know? I mean... to be honest, I was expecting a bit more from Smoky. Whom do you serve? Saruman. Do 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 do. Okay. Pikeman in the bottom side. Okay, so here we go. Wow, Riding Cole. Gondor soldiers. No defense, no pikemen. I mean, here's a couple of pikemen, but they are not going to be able to do much about the situation. And Ave is actually popping off. Now the question is about how much damage can, you know, Smoky deal in return. The problem is he has 2 crossbowmen, and they don't deal any damage to buildings. Remember, there was like a thing they changed also, I believe, in the version 8.0. Before, you could also creep easily with 1 archer, completely a war player. You could start with archer battalion, and, you know, for example, you play elves, you build the barracks. You can recruit 1 Lothian archer, and you can creep with him entire layer. That's not possible anymore, because they don't deal any damage anymore to the buildings. All the pro players hate each other? No, not all. The thing is, they had like a crazy debate going on, you know, a while ago. I mean, again, you know, you should have been in Discord. Like, sometimes, you know, sometimes the things are getting out of control. And since then, they don't like each other anymore. But I think you have seen the games in the finals, right? Or in the semi-finals. But I like this, to be honest, because when they don't like each other, it makes them play. Oh my goodness, too fun. Another 10 gifted subs to the channel. 20 gifted subs today. What is going on, dude?
2Funds1907 just gifted 10 subs. What a pirate.
What a pirate indeed. Thank you very much, Tufan. Appreciate it. And congrats to everybody who was getting a gifted sub to the channel. Thank you, my friend. 20 gifted subs, my dudes. Holy guacamole. Oh, the stable level 3 incoming. Does he have rebuild? Yeah, he has. Should be good to go. G-Dav, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. You know, it was like in 2020, Ash, between Sauron and Smokey. There was like a problem with the World Championship. I don't want to go too much into the details anymore. It's, you know, it's been like a really long time. And during this drama, they actually kind of started to hate each other. The thing about Sauron is, he's a BFME 2 player. And genuinely spoken, you know, BFME 2 players are actually trolling around a little bit too much, in my opinion. You know, they are messing around a little bit too much. They are jokes. They can't, you know, you maybe not everybody like the way they are joking. And I mean, Sauron is actually an exception to the rule, right? Because Sauron is the best player of BFME 2 as well. Like, right? I mean, he's like the best player, undoubtedly. Like, he's the best player of BFME 2. There is nobody close to his skill level. He was winning every single BFME 2 tournament, which is more impressive when you think about it, because then he moved to Rise of the Witch King and also started winning tournaments in Rise of the Witch King against people who are playing this game for many, many years. Seven power points collected, almost 8, 550 command points available versus 250. Smokey is being ripped apart. That's not the Smokey anymore we know in love from 2009, 2019, 2020. A new power is rising for Man of the West, and Aves victory is at hand. The last commitment, the last hope, the last push. Rebuild is on cooldown. He's fully committed on this, you know, stable level 3. It's shooting like crazy though. The fortress plus the arrow tower here. Look how much damage they are, dealing. The Gondor Knights just in the last possible second for death and glory. One beautiful trample to rule them all. And the stable level 3 is actually so tanky, man. What the heck is that? 6,000 HP. You saw how long it took actually for them to deal damage to this building? And unbelievable. Many years. Yeah, true. No, time is passing through, right? It's unbelievable. BFME 1 was made in 2004, guys. And in about 1.5 years from now, it's gonna be 20 years old. 20 years anniversary. We need to make a special event for this one. In 2024, we need to make something special for BFME 1. And then, you know, later on for BFME 2 and the Rise of the Witch King, 20 years. 20 years. That's my childhood going there. I mean, I've been playing this game when I was 13 years old. And now I'm 31 years old. And I'm still playing it. It's unbelievable. Oh, dude, I remember, guys, when I was in the school, you know, when I was sitting in the school, all I had in my mind is, oh, you know, let the school end. I want to go home. I want to turn on my PC and I want to play this game. I remember I was struggling against Medium Army in Battle for Middle-earth 1, you know. I've been trying all the time until I found out that there is an online community and I can join multiplayer. And when I joined multiplayer for the first time, I got smashed, okay? I got raped. I got destroyed. I didn't stand a chance against anyone. The very first game of me playing online, by the way, you guys know in BFME 1 you have the castle system, right? You can close your gate. And I think I was playing Rohan for the first game, in my online game. I will never forget about this game actually, you know? I was building farms only and waiting while my gate was closed for having enough money to recruit Legolas. Okay? And then, by the time I had Legolas on the field, I sent him out forward. And my opponent, by the time I realized, my opponent was Mordor. And he sent one of his mountain trolls to my Legolas. And the mountain troll smashed my Legolas in a one-on-one fight, level 1. Okay? And then I was so tilted. I said to myself, that's not gonna happen to you anymore. And then I improved, losing. 1 time winning, 5 times losing, 1 time winning, 10 times losing, 2 times winning, until you can turn the tide and win 10 games and lose 2 games.